There was a time, not so long ago, when he believed the universe had conspired against him. He wasn't born into wealth. He didn't have a safety net. He had no one whispering secrets of success into his ear. Every day felt like waking up in a storm with no umbrella, soaked in doubt, battered by fear. He walked with his head down, carrying the weight of why me, like an invisible burden strapped to his back. That man could be you. That man has been all of us. Because at some point we've all believed the lie that we are victims of our circumstances, prisoners of our past, hostages of fate. But let me tell you something that the world won't. You're not a victim. You are the hero of your story, and it's time to pick up the pen. Heroes are not born, they are forged. In the furnace of rejection, in the silence of being overlooked, in the anger of being underestimated. And if you're angry, good. That means the fire still burns in you. That means something in your soul refuses to be silent. Let that anger speak, not in self-destruction, but in defiance. Let it roar with the voice that says, I will not stay down. Because real heroes rise. They rise when it's dark. They rise when there's no applause. They rise when no one believes in them but themselves. Think about the stories we adore. Think of Frodo, weighed down by a ring he never asked for. Think of Katniss, thrown into an arena for a fight she didn't choose. Or Neo, blind to the truth until he dared to swallow the red pill. None of them started out ready. None of them were born exceptional. They were ordinary people who made one extraordinary choice: to stop running from their story and start writing it themselves. Your life is not a script handed to you. It is a blank page, and every excuse, every fear, every voice that tells you you can't is just ink you refuse to spill. Write it anyway. But maybe right now you feel stuck. Maybe you're drowning in bills, heartbreak, trauma. Maybe your dreams are buried under years of compromise. And I get it. The world is heavy. But here's what they don't tell you. You are stronger. There is a quiet warrior inside you that remembers who you were before the world told you who to be. You used to dream. You used to believe you could fly. And then life clipped your wings. But guess what? Wings grow back. Maybe not in feathers, but in fire. The fire of trying again. Of standing up one more time than you fall. That is where your story starts. Not in the comfort, but in the climb. Too many of us have become spectators in our own lives. We scroll through other people's highlight reels while forgetting we have a stage of our own. We numb our pain with distraction, with noise, with cheap dopamine. But you don't need another escape. You need a reason, a purpose, a fight worth bleeding for. And if you haven't found it yet, don't wait. Create it. Heroes aren't handed their destiny. They carve it out of stone with bare hands. They lose sleep, they lose friends, they lose comfort, but they gain something eternal: honor, legacy, a voice that echoes long after the curtain falls. Now listen carefully. The victim asks, why me? But the hero asks, what now? One question builds a cage, the other builds a door. And the truth is, you already have the key. It's in your courage. It's in your persistence. It's in the decision you make when no one is watching. This is not about toxic positivity or pretending everything is fine. Number. This is about staring your pain in the face and saying, you will not define me. It's about looking at the cards you've been dealt and choosing to play the hell out of them anyway. You might have been born into chaos, but you do not have to die in it. There's a moment in every hero's journey: the low point, the rock bottom, the cave. In stories, it's where the protagonist is beaten, lost, questioning everything. That moment is sacred because it's the moment before the metamorphosis, the moment right before the rise. So if you're there right now, if you're in the cave, good. That means your rise is coming. But only if you choose it, only if you stop waiting for someone else to save you, only if you realize no one is coming. The rescue mission is yours, the cape is yours, the power is yours. Pick it up. Excitement doesn't come from things being easy, it comes from knowing you're becoming something powerful. Every setback, training, every betrayal, armor, every failure, A map? You are being shaped, sculpted, and you may not see it now, but one day you'll look back and whisper, "Thank you," to the nights that tried to break you, because they didn't. You're still here. That means something. That means your story isn't over. That means there's still ink in your pen. Write something legendary. Let me take you back to that man at the beginning, the one who thought life was against him, the one who almost gave up. He didn't win the lottery. He didn't suddenly get lucky. What changed? One day, he got tired. Tired of being tired. He looked in the mirror and didn't see a victim anymore. He saw a warrior, not a perfect one, but a relentless one. And he made a promise to himself. From this day on, I fight, not just to survive, but to live, to thrive, to build something that outlives me. That man was me, and it can be you too, because your story is waiting. The villain is time, the enemy is doubt, the battlefield is today. But the hero is you. And no, it won't be easy. There will be tears. There will be days when quitting feels like peace. But remember this: peace without purpose is just quiet defeat. And you were made for more. You were built for battle. You were designed not just to exist, but to conquer. So stop shrinking. Stop apologizing for wanting more. Stand up. Raise your voice. Step into your power. Be angry that they doubted you. Be excited that you have something to prove. Be joyful that you still have time. Because you do. The pages are blank. The story is yours. Write it with blood. Write it with fire. Write it with purpose. And one day, when someone asks, "How did you do it?" smile and say, "I stopped being the victim. I became the hero."